The following is a paid preview for a game seeking funding on Kickstarter. The product seen here is a work in progress and is subject to change during the duration of the project. Hi everyone, I'm Ferdinand the You're here with another Kickstarter preview, and this time I'm going to take a look at Merchants of Infinity. This is a worker placement game where you're on a space station trying to get resources and then selling them right away. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the game first, and then I'll give my thoughts at the end. Merchants of Infinity is a worker placement game about getting the goods and making a profit. Each player will have a number of their trader meeples in which they can place on the board. Before every round, a small game between players will determine who gets to go first. Each player has a hand of cog cards and announce how many they are going to play. One by one, cards are revealed. Some cards will remove other cards, and some cards will have effects such as doubling the value of a card. Order is determined by who has the highest score. Before anything else happens, a fractal mirror card is flipped to show the event happening in the round. Usually it's a type of good not available. Now it's time to trade. Starting with one player and taking turns from player to player, they place one of their trader meeples on the board. The player's main goal is to earn platinum, the money scored in the game. There are three main ways to get it. First is by simply having a trader meeple sell goods they are standing on, corresponding to the current price of the circle market. This will move and change every round. Another is to go to the bar and have certain goods for a client, but the good thing is you don't have to spend a good to receive points for it. Then there are spaceports, which requires you to get particular goods. They pay out the most, but they can only be completed on the same round. Now, the way to get goods is by placing your traders on one of the 10 resource spots. However, these spaces, excluding the bar, can hold up to 3 traders, so make sure you allocate your meeples to the right spot and at the right time. If you miss out, you can try your luck at the auction and be the player to win a resource of your choice. The spot next to it is the School of Thought, which allows the placement of a trader right before scoring. The fractal mirror lets you look at 3 fractal mirror cards. Choose one of them to play next round and discard the other 2. On the top right side of the board are places where traders can go to get some extra benefits, such as gaining some extra money, increasing payouts, and even making an early delivery. The other side is the Nova, which can cause havoc to other players, like stealing their orders or taking the cut out of their profits. Just an important thing to note is that players may only trade up to 3 goods per round. So you can't turn in 3 goods into spaceports and sell the rest to the market. You can do is score any number of clients from the bar, since they only need for you to have a trader on a particular good. Once all players have gone, it's time to move on to the scoring round. First, the auction is won. Then any points given through clients or through station or Nova spaces. When making ship orders, the players remove and place their traders onto the card. Before selling items to the current marketplace, players may go to the Steam Lab to combine any number of goods, usually ones that won't score very high, to take a chance to sell it for more. For each resource they gamble, they take that number and multiply it with a 10-side die result. When scoring is done, a new round begins, and once a number of predetermined rounds have been completed, the game ends. The player who ends up with the highest score becomes the winner of the game. Alright, so that was Merchants of Infinity. So I'm going to give my quick impressions of the game. First of all, it's a game about just getting profit, and it's just a game about just earning the profit, and you don't need to take away any of the points in there and try to sell low, sell high. It's just about getting those resources. You get them temporarily, but you have to sell it on that turn in order to score. So I feel that this is something that is not very usual for a game like this, where it is you're a trading game where you're trying to get up and try to score as most points as possible. Some points are worth more, some of the resources are worth more points. And in the game, you're trying to look at the ship docks and see which one is going to be better. So some people are just going to just straight ahead go for the market, sell those items, or you can go to the ship docks, try to like see more profit, which is essentially it is better, and try to sell it that way. And for this kind of game, there is a lot of options to do. Of course, there are 10 different resources you can choose from. There's 6 different ship docks you can go ahead and try to find which ones you want to score for, and of course the bar. But there's also in the very top of the board, as I showed you, there's different little effects in there. Only one person can go on them each, but some of them can do really cool stuff. One of my favorite places is probably the gamble one, where you're trying to just put out up to 10 of your points in there and trying to see if you can get double that. There's one outright, you can just outright get points. On the vortex, you can still profit when some person, which is always totally fun. Or you can go ahead and try to drop their score down. You don't steal. Oh, you could steal their vortex, their clients, or the ship docks, their orders they're trying to do, but you can't steal points directly from there. And of course, we want to talk about the cog cards. Cog cards are something that you're trying to be first in every turn in there. I mean, sometimes you're not going to get the green draw. You're going to get a card every turn, so that's pretty nice. In the game, you can also try to go to a space where you can get more of these cards, and hopefully you can, for the best, get the ones that are high scoring, and then try to go first. First is very important in the game. You can lock down onto the resources that you want to get and score very big. And so that was my quick thoughts on Merchants of Infinity. Go ahead and check this out. I have a link in the description below. It's on Kickstarter or on Kickstarter soon, and see if this is a project that you like to support. So I would place this as a game that is for family, or more of a advanced family, or something that's for early gamers as well. And it's fairly simple. Of the meeples you're trying to put down, you're just getting the resources, trying to go for that way. It looks a little, for me, it did look a little heavier than it looks like in the box, but it's very simple of a game it is, and it does play, I would say, around just around an hour. So go ahead, check it out. Anyway, guys, as always, thank you so much. I'm Ferdinand the Cardboard Stacker, and I'm here to remind you to keep on stacking games. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos on board and card games. This is the Cardboard Stacker, and remember to keep on stacking games.